keeping it cute. I'm by myself today, and I have black hair. I got to get used to it. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna jump right in. Um, Today, I'm gonna be talking about self love and how forgiveness plays a part in it. And the first person that you need to forgive is yourself. So many of us are walking around angry, bitter. I see so many people that look so just like they're sucking on lemons, just so mad. And a lot of it has to do with the unforgiveness that they have for themselves. Um, and it's sad, because you're blessed. Yeah, I'm blessed. You have beautiful homes, vehicles, just all that. And if you don't have that, it's only because of the anger, because you let it overpower you so much so that you can't get into your next season or into your next chapter of life because you're so caught up into the past. And forgiving yourself will take you a long way. It will it will it will make you love yourself to another level. It's another level of love that I can't explain. Um, and I can use myself as an example. I had so many things that I was angry at myself about. But the only way that I would even know that I was angry at myself is because I had to take time for myself. I had to get to know me. And that's a part of self love, getting to know you and loving you. And I just had so many things that I was angry about. I didn't smile as much. I'm silly and like to laugh, but I wasn't smiling like my normal me. I was just angry about things that was really out of my control. And at that point, I just have to forgive myself and move forward. And that's what I did. And ever since then, I have been loving me some me because I could look at pictures and be like, oh, that's ugly. But now when I look at pictures, I say, oh, she was cute, you know. But when I was going through all my anger, I did not like to look at me. I didn't like the way I looked in the mirror. I didn't like, I just didn't like to look at me because I was angry at me. I had so much that I didn't do, or so much that I did do that I was just not happy with. So once I decided that I am going to forgive me and let it go, it's been a different life for me. I just love to smile. My grandbabies, I dance with them. I'm laughing with them. I'm just having a good time. I don't care what's going on around me because I know I can't control it. I can control it with a positive attitude. But if my attitude is negative, I can't. It's going to get worse. So my thing is let it go, sis. And I talk to women because I am a woman. But if it's a man looking, let it go, bruh. So, you have to, forgive yourself for real. Like that's really serious. Like when you let that go, it's a new level of love. Like it's unexplainable. But I will say that I have learned so much just from my journey. And that's why I can sit here today and talk to you. I'm really shy. I had to build myself up to this point to be able to sit here and do this. And like even now, like I'm, talking and I have so much I want to say that I have to slow my words down. Um, and, you know, talk. So, um, yeah, so I had to forgive myself. And that was the first person. And then, we always talking about forgiving others, letting it go, and all this stuff. But sometimes you got to look at you. A lot of times, in relationships, I know a lot of women, I see this go on from day to day. A lot of women are um, jumping right from one relationship to the next relationship. So what's happening is you're bringing all of that baggage into your new relationship because if he cheated in that last relationship, well, when you come into your new relationship or y'all just date whatever, you can't trust him. You can't trust anything about him. He's telling you, man, I'm not this, this, and this. You can't trust it because you haven't forgiven yourself. You haven't forgiven that person, and you just haven't given yourself the time that you need to air out. Sometimes you just need to air out. Just breathe for yourself. When they don't date, just nothing, none of that. Some women act like they just can't live without a man, and you have to learn how to do that. You have to learn how to just get to know you, and then when you go out and date, it will make your life so much easier. It will be a lot less painful because you'll know what you like in a man. You'll know the mistakes that you made in the relationships that you need to clear up with yourself. Because a lot of times we blame everybody else for the relationship when it's not them. It is you. Sometimes it's you because you haven't taken the time to get to know you. So much so that you blame everything else. You blame everything that happens in a relationship on the other person. And it may not be them, it just may be you. So I have learned, um, just take time for yourself. And a lot of people, I see a lot of people are talking about meditating and, burning sage and, doing all these things. But you can burn sage, you can meditate, you can do all that stuff. But if you don't forgive yourself, if you don't forgive the person that hurt you or betrayed you, you're just doing it. The spirit is you. You're going to keep on saying it's everybody else, but it's you, sis. It's you, bruh. Until just take that time to say, hey, let me see what's going on with me. Let me forgive me. Then you will see some results. So say, how do I forgive myself? Well, the same way that you would anybody else. You let it go. And you say, hey, Lord, you ask God to forgive you, and then you forgive you. And you move on. Yeah. Yeah. Forgive yourself. When I forgave myself, honey, she love her some she now, honey. What? But, and I'm silly. I like to talk crazy, so. But anyway, yeah, just forgive yourself. Let it go. Let it go. And I'm a hairstylist, so I talk to women all day long. So I know that what I'm talking about is relevant because I talk to women all day long, and I can just see that they just need time for themselves. And once they get that time for themselves, they'll be like, wow, we are just so caught up into being in some relationship, and we just don't get to know who we are, and it's sad. So I say the first person to forgive is yourself. Once you do that, everything else is going to be easy. It's going to be easy to forgive, Joe, Jim, John, everybody else who hurt you. And, and I look at women now, and I say, they're so hurt from, because a lot of women, we're so loyal, so we're in these relationships and we giving them all because, they've been told us, hey, you the one and this and that. And then you like, okay, it's my boo. And then, you all in it. You done, gave up all your dating world, and you like, oh shoot, I'm gonna be with him. He the one, he cute. And he just the one, what I'm saying? He lays it down. And I told y'all about that laying it down, that soul tie. But anyway, that's what y'all say. He laying it down, honey. Yup. And he's it. And then he lets you down. So many women are just so hurt. They are so just, and they don't do anything with that hurt. They don't, forgive. They don't do nothing. They just let that bitterness stay there. And then they go to the next man and they just yelling and screaming at him. And they say everything he do is wrong because you haven't healed for yourself. You have to heal. You got to forgive them. You got to forgive yourself. And you have to move on. You cannot dwell in it. And so many women are dwelling on a relationship, that they had before. It's so many fish in the sea, honey. So many. Just take time for yourself. You got time, so much time. I know that tomorrow's not promised to everybody, but if you taking time to get to know you, That's the best feeling in the world. It is. It's the best feeling in the world. You get to know you. I like being by myself. I like. Sometimes I talk to myself. You know, I don't know, because I like me. I like talking to myself, and I don't know. Just it's the best feeling in the world just to get to know you and to be around you. And once you now me, I'm gonna just use me as an example of forgiving others. Now, I'm coming out of a divorce, and well, I'm still going through a divorce, and I had to air myself out. I had to forgive him. I had to forgive myself because I was married for not 3 years. I was married for 15 years. So that means that I made a lot of mistakes in the marriage as well as he made mistakes in the marriage. Now, I can't call his sin any worse than my sin because a sin is a sin to me. Like, God, it's a sin. So if I messed up, I have to take ownership and accountability to what I done. And like I said before, I had to start praying, Lord, help me to get me together, because for so long I was like, Lord, help him, and Lord, get him together and fix him, and that wasn't the prayer that needed to be prayed. It was me that that needed help. I had to pray for me. So I started praying the prayer of, Lord, help me. Help me get me together. Help me, help me, Lord. Just rain down on me, because she been messing up. And then I had to say, Lord, I forgive myself for messing up. And then I said, Lord, I forgive him for messing up, but I can't deal. See, some people can deal with this. Relationships is how much you can deal. You can deal with that. By all means, deal with it. Me, I don't share. I ain't got time. So it was time to go. So, but to each his own. But I did make sure that I forgave. And I don't have nothing negative to say about him, because I was married to him. Why would I be bashing somebody who I slept with in the bed that long? So I think that, a lot of women they get it messed up. You gotta forgive them, and you have to forgive yourself, and you have to take accountability for your part in the relationship. Because so many people want to play victim when it comes to these relationships, knowing that they was just as much of the problem as the other person. And I think I'm a good girl, but sometimes I got attitude, honey, especially if you're doing some stuff I don't like. So I had to pray for, God to help me in that. And he did, and I got better, because, honey, I'm a handful, and he helped me. And so I'm better. And I've been working on my flaws, so that when I do go into any other relationship, I don't bring that same mess to that relationship. And that's what's happening, because, we're not loving ourselves enough. We are thinking that a man is going to dictate how happy we are, or a woman is going to dictate how happy we are. And that's not what's going to happen. If you're not happy, no one can make you happy. If you don't love yourself, no one can, you won't feel no love from nobody, because you don't love yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive others. Even the Bible tells you, in order for, and it's Matthew 6:14, he says, I'll forgive you as long as you forgive them. That's not exactly how it goes, but if you read it, that's what it's saying pretty much. Just forgive so you can be forgiven. So, and it goes for yourself. Let go. So many people want to hold on to relationships for 20 years ago when they mad at the woman because he chose her over you. Well, you just didn't cut it for him, honey. It doesn't. That's his problem. That shouldn't be your problem. You shouldn't make that a part of your relationship today because somebody else didn't want you. So what? They didn't want you. Y'all didn't match. God did it for a reason. Go ahead on and move on and live your life. Live your best life. Quit running around here worrying about some man that ain't studying you. That right there. I said it before. I don't want nobody that don't want me. If you don't want me, I don't want you. That's plain simple as that. That's just how they go. Period. If you don't want me, I don't want you. So, and I know everybody can't be like that, but I'm just saying, that's just me. So, but I just think that once you forgive, yourself, and then you forgive that person that's hurt you. And sometimes it's not all about relationships. Some people have been hurt, by their parents, by their relatives, and all this stuff. You have to let that stuff go in order to have a healthy, long lasting life. You have to let that, because what happens is you're holding on to all that bitterment, all that just anger, and what happens is you start making yourself sick. You're just angry. You're just walking around angry, angry at the world, and you're not hurting nobody but yourself, because everybody else is walking around. They living their life, and they living their best life. Even some of the women you looking at like, ugh, she thinks she living her best life because she's forgiving. She's forgiving people. She's going on about her life, and you are struggling and going through everything you're going through because you just won't let go of the hurt, the pain. Let it go and move forward, and you will see that life gets better. Um, if I can't imagine dwelling on the pain of the betrayal that I felt in some of the relationships that I was in, if I held on to that, I don't think I'd be this happy now. Because, when you go through that kind of a thing, it's unexplainable. But once you say, hey, God, look, that hurt, but I'm going to forgive them, and I forgive me for allowing it, for me for dealing with it as long as I did, or, and you move forward, it is a relief that I can't explain. So I just say, forgive, forgive. And this is another thing, and this is for some of my married people. I'm getting hot, so I'm going to be fanning. I'm kind of country. I'm sorry. But this is another thing. I look at some people that's been married for a really long time, and they're having problems in their marriage, but they're staying together, but they're angry with each other. And they are angry about stuff from before they've been married 20 years, and they still mad at each other from stuff that happened even before they was married. I'm gonna need y'all to forgive, so y'all can go ahead and live this happily ever after, so that you can be true to your 20 years of marriage. How you gonna be married for 20 years but you mad about some stuff that happened when y'all first got together? Are you serious? This is true. This is what happened. This is what's happening. You have to forgive. And then we have to remember, we're young. When I was in my 20s, honey, I had no sense. So if you mad at me from some stuff in my 20s, all I can say is I'm sorry. But look at me. Now, if you mad at me, just think about it. You mad at me from some stuff in my 20s that I did in my 20s. And here we are, older than that. We older. And you still mad at me for that? I done forgave myself, and I'm living my best life. I'm over here happy. You over there bitter. You over there caught up. Your face, you over there looking like you sucking on lemons. You old. Your face look old. Because you are angry for some old stuff. Let that stuff go and live your life and be happy. Let it go, sis. Let it go, bro. I told you I don't know too much about men, but let it go. And just watch how happy just watch the difference in your life. We evolve every day. So if you're angry about some stuff from so long ago, oh my goodness, you're not getting to evolve. You're still stuck in yesterday. In your blessings, you got big blessings that you could be exploring today. You blocking your own blessings. You blocking your own with this stuff from people that are living their lives and that are happy. You're blocking your own blessings. So all I can say is, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So if you like what I'm talking about, hit that like button, subscribe, and keep me on here, y'all. I'm trying. I'm getting more confident in this. You see it. You see that confidence. Yeah, but yeah. But just know that forgiveness will take you a long way. It really will. And I can talk about it forever. I'm just trying to cut it because it's, it's been a minute. So, but let that stuff go. Be happy and watch, and watch how it helps you. And then, like I was telling, like we was talking about last week, detox your body and detox your mind and forgive yourself and just watch things change for you. Things ain't gonna change until you do something about it. We always talk about everybody else need to be changed. Why can't we just change ourselves? That's what I had to do. I had to look at me, look at Lynn, and look at Shalise. See what's up with her, you know. And since I've been doing that, I've been happier. I just smile and keep it moving. I don't let nothing keep me down, honey. It's a song called "I'm Unstoppable," honey. That's me. I'm unstoppable. I go for what I want, and that's it. And I don't care how long it's gonna take me to get there. I'm gonna get there. So, and that's how you have to be. Forgive, live, laugh, and just enjoy your life. Quit worrying about other people and what they doing and what they did and all that. And enjoy your life and love you. You are a unique you. All right, y'all. Peace.